What's up, guys? Thanks for checking out the final video in this saddle adjustment series. In this video, I'm going to go through and I'm just going to explain what I would do to customize my saddle. I'm going to pretend like I just got this in the mail and now I want to make it perfect for when I go out and hunt. So the first thing I would do is I'd take your tether and I would set it, right about at nose height. And then I would take my bridge and I would lengthen it to about 3/4 length. Most of us saddle manufacturers are giving you a bridge that's way too long, and that's okay. It just gives you some extra flexibility, and it's designed that way so it fits some bigger body types. But I would start out at that 3/4 length with your tether at nose height. And then for your bridge loops, I would put the Prusik knots right in the middle. So you can see that's about halfway up on the bridge loop. And then go ahead and clip into your saddle. So once you've clipped in, sit there for a little bit and just take it in. See, think about how it feels. Where am I feeling my saddle most? So for me, right now I'm feeling a little bit too much pull on the bottom strap of my saddle. So to alleviate this, there's a couple different things I'm going to do. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these bridge Prusik knots and I'm going to move them up a hair. So now I'm right in that, approaching that upper third, right on my bridge loops. And then I'm going to sit right back down. And when you do that, what you're going to notice is you're going to transfer some weight from below into your upper part of your saddle. So for me, moving it up a little bit, that actually fixed it. So I'm actually really comfortable right now. I could hunt like this all day long if I needed to. So if you're good with this, just stop and go hunt. If you're still not quite comfortable, maybe you have a little bit too much, maybe you're getting a little bit too much pressure in your back now and you feel like you're kind of sticking out your chest, right? So if that's the case, let's do this. Let's move these Prusik knots down just a hair. Little tiny micro adjustments on all this stuff. It makes a big difference. So don't move anything large distances. Just tiny little changes until you get it dialed in. So I'm just going to move these down a little bit. I'm just over halfway now. And I'm also going to take my tether and I'm going to move it down a little bit. And I'm going to sit back down. So okay, so that took some pressure out of my back. I feel really nice and balanced in my saddle. The only thing that I don't like is that I feel like I'm leaning way too far off the tree. And if I sit, I've got a steep angle on my legs. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten up my bridge just a hair, to about 2/3 length. And now this is the sweet spot for me. So this is my exact setup, so I obviously knew what I was doing here. But that's how I arrived there. Just start somewhere and then start making these little micro adjustments. Raise and lower your tether, change your bridge length, move these Prusik knots on your bridge up and down. All these little changes are going to totally change the feel of your saddle, so you have to spend some time dialing that in. In general, I can really only speak for our saddles, but this is where I would start with all of these adjustments. I would have your tether chin to nose height, somewhere in there. I would have your bridge probably 2/3 to 3/4 length. And then I would have these Prusik knots on the bridge loops right up in that, just approaching that top third of your bridge loop. In those settings, I've sat hundreds, probably thousands of people at this point in these saddles, and 95% of people will take these settings and they'll run into the woods and they're happy with them and they never touch them. So that's a good place to start, at least. But if you need to make adjustments from there, and some people do, don't be afraid to do it. Just make small little incremental changes and eventually you're going to find that sweet spot. But you really shouldn't have to change that much, to be honest. So that kind of sums up how I would go through kind of adopting or customizing a brand new saddle to me and my body type and my preferences. I hope this was helpful. If you have questions, leave comments. I'll answer them. Somebody from the team, Cav or Jake or me, somebody will answer them for you, and we'll make sure we get whatever saddle you have. We'll help you get it dialed in. We don't mind, and we enjoy it because we learn some things too. So reach out to us if you need anything. Thanks again for watching, and good luck this season.